Hello, welcome to another Maximum Power video. I'm Paul. Today I'm just going to have a quick look at a short-lived magazine, Games X. I've previously done a Games X video, oh god, probably about a year ago now. But I've just had a few more sent to me, well, which I've picked up recently. So I've only got a few issues, and obviously now they are quite scarce because it was a weekly magazine. It only ran for 48 issues, coming out 1991, and by 1992 it had folded. It was really cheap, started at 60p. I think it finished about 75p, which is still next to nothing even back then. So the issue I just want to have a quick look at is issue 25. So the big feature here, I'm just trying out a different way of showing the magazines rather than just have a stationary camera. Again, comment if you prefer me just how I do the Super Play ones. Just please tell me. But we have got Which Games Machine, an exclusive guide to the Ultimate Machine. Back then it was always a case of which machine's best for me, you know, because you had the home computer market, so you had your ST and Amiga, you had your 8-bit consoles, and you also had your 16-bit consoles. So quite a few things to choose from. And opening up the magazine, we have got, first of all, the news. We've got a game called Baby Joe, which I seem to remember playing on the ST on a demo disc. Every issue, straight away, no adverts, just news. So a little bit on Black Crypt, a little bit about the Atari Lynx, and what a game, Chaos Engine, absolutely fantastic. So this saying it's due out in early 1992 for the ST and Amiga. Later came out on consoles as well. And then we've got inside info telling you what's in the magazine, but you're going to see that in a minute. So just skip the page. Game 4-wheel drive, is it, or is it a compilation? Not really my sort of thing. Lord of the Rings on PC, is it? Just have a quick look. No, it's Lord of the Rings on the Amiga. It's saying it's already been out on the PC. I don't recall remembering playing that at all. A point and click mouse interface. I don't know if anyone who's ever played that. And then we've got a small advert here for Hero Quest, which I actually used to love playing the board game. And again, other snippets and news. Here we've got Chart Attack Volume 1. So what's in this? We've got Lotus, Turbo Spree, Girls and Ghosts, James Pond and Venus the Flytrap. So not bad. And then we've done an 8-bit version as well, which is obviously going to be a little bit cheaper. Next up, well, I've just mentioned Hero Quest. The other board game I had was Space Crusade. So, not a bad game. Again, had that on the ST. A bit of a blurry photo, but a game called Cool Croc Twins that I just about recognised the title. What's out when? Like I said, this magazine came out weekly. So, it was always up to date. And this bit of news here. Channel 4 is set to launch a 10-part series called Games Master. Wonder if he actually did that. Of course he did. It was absolutely brilliant. So the wanting 30 competitors to go on to the challenges. So obviously where to write in. Programme begins on Tuesday the 31st at 6:30. So that's back in 1991 going into 1992. Then we've also got the Silica advert, showing off a few ST packs there. Then we've got an advert here for Gauntlet 3. Then the charts. So here we've got the all formats chart. Jimmy White's Whirlwind Snooker, what a game. absolutely fantastic. Then there's also a budget chart, Bubble Bobble, and New Zealand Story, both fantastic games. And Batman the movie as well, and Shinobi. God, there's absolutely tons of great stuff in there. And then we've got the Amiga chart, Silent Service 2, and Jimmy White, Midwinter 2. That's another great game. So's Cruiser of Corpse, and Monkey Island, and the Rainbow Collection. There's loads there. The ST chart, then PC. Fun School. God, I remember having that on my ST. Anyway, gotta keep skipping pages here. So here we go, the main feature, which games machine. So this talking about which is the best machine in terms of features, regardless of price, and which is the best value for money, and which is the best software selection. Now I've not read this article just yet. I've read it years ago, when the magazine first came out, but it's showing a few screenshots here. So we've got Fantasia on the Mega Drive, we've got Lemmings on the ST, Xenon 2, a golf game, which I'm really not into myself. And then again, showing off, the things that like the PC can do with Space Quest 4, NES games down here. So it's showing screenshots on absolutely everything. Obviously Mario World on the SNES. Oh well, tell you what, this is going to be quite an easy one. Mated them all here. What won? The Amiga. Well, there's going to be a lot of people happy to see that. By quite a few points. Then it was a ST and PC, which just they were neck and neck. You got Archimedes, Neo Geo, Famicom, Mega Drive is the best console. God, yeah. So, yeah, if you had a Mega Drive and an Amiga, you're laughing, definitely. So that's like fantastic stuff there. And then basically, you've got the people who work on the magazine saying what they think. So anyway, moving on. Competition and advert. Featured review, a game called Moonstone. Was this on the Amiga? Yep, it was on the Amiga. So 2-page review, quite a few screenshots and everything like that. I really don't recall playing this game. And then you had all the fat file about it, a little bit of a quick write-up, like the last words type thing. And then they rated it out of 5 X's with gameplay, lastability and presentation. Now, one thing I just want to quickly point out is this one here in the Games X preview issue, they were doing their reviews a bit differently. Even though we still rated them out of 5, they did this, messy looking dartboard type thing with, still the playability, lastability and stuff like that. But it just seemed really jumbled up, so I'm glad they just went for a nice simple option. Anyway, next up, game never heard of, Martian Memorandum. God, I can't even speak at the moment. So it's you sort of like CGI type actors, and yeah, it just doesn't look good at all. Anyway, a little bit there about the scoring, how they actually review the games. Although saying that, I'm saying it doesn't look that good, but it's got a 5 out of 5 saying there was an Amiga version as well. Don't know if that ever happened. Move this around because this is how they did the magazines back then for reviews. Formula 1 Grand Prix. So, not a bad review there. And then we have also got Magic Land Dizzy. This one on the Amiga. Giving it 4 out of 5. And also the ST as well. So, not bad. I do remember playing that just about. Anyway, go on to the next page. Fantastic racing game. Not played it for a long time though. Vroom. Again, main review there on the ST. 4 out of 5. Anyway, back to some more Silica adverts. So this time we've had the ST adverts, now we've got the Amiga adverts. So Cartoon Classics pack, 400 quid. Or you could get a standalone an Amiga 500, 329 quid. So slightly cheaper. And then you've got this arcade action pack there, and a few other little add-ons and stuff. It surprised me how much the Amiga cost back then. Although the second-hand prices are starting to creep up again, aren't they? Anyway, we've now got something, a feature on Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. Not really my sort of thing anymore. I remember playing Eye of the Beholder a little bit, but for me it was always Dungeon Master. Then we've got the cheats, nicely called Tipex. So a few different cheats here for all different formats. You know, your handhelds, your 8 bits, 16 bits and everything. Then we've got two-page walkthrough for a game called Wonderland. I don't recall playing this, but I do recall the artwork based on, obviously, Alice in Wonderland. Just move on. So next up we've got competition for Terminator 2. Grand prize winner gets the coin-op arcade machine. That's not bad. Then we've got the arcade machines here. We've got a R360 done by Sega, £2 a go, and also Time Traveller hologram, £1 a go. So really not too much going on there. Next up we've got the console connection section. So this is looking at console games. Got Strider on the Master System. It doesn't look fantastic. It's not really got a fantastic review, you know, just very average. And then we've also got the news, which is dotted around the page. What else? News here on the Master Gear converter. Then a few hints and tips, as well as a review. Now, if anyone listened to our Mega Drive episode, I slagged this game off quite a lot, and it's absolutely awful. It's a Dark Castle on the Mega Drive. So, just zoom in a little bit. It's just such a bad looking game. And like I say, this is, well, Mega Drive had been out for a couple of years. Awful ratings. I remember playing this when I mate rented it out and just really was not impressed. Just moving on. World Class Leaderboard, 4 out of 5. Stun Runner on the Lynx, 4 out of 5. Viking Child on the Lynx, another Lynx review. What do we give it? 4.5 out of 5. And then Digger T-Rock on the NES, and that got 3 out of 5. I think that might be it now for the games consoles. No, last page. A game on the Mega Drive called Starflight. I've never actually ever played this myself. Priced at 50 quid. Quite a big review of this. 4.5 out of 5. So again, quite a lot of console coverage. But mind you, the consoles are just getting so popular. You know, it was give it another 2 years, and things like the ST had definitely gone, and the Amiga was starting to fade a bit. Next, we have got Dr. X, where people write in on games they're stuck with, and it obviously gives you a little bit of a tip. So we've got stuff here on Super Mario World. We've got Bart vs Space Mutants, Gods, which does become quite difficult, and question here on King's Quest. So, moving on, getting towards the end now. They did a feature called Street Talk, which goes to different game shops around the country, and basically speaks to the customers there and the manager. You know, see what people are buying, what we think, and then also we're talking about, you know, the big selling games. Advert here for Software City, a few games compilations and stuff down there, And then we've got Sneaky Peek on Bonanza Brothers by Sega, which isn't a bad game. I'm not good at it. I know I'm not good at many games, but with this I really do struggle. And Sneaky Peek on Star Trek. Something that I've never really been into, so it's not something I've ever played. Suppose it looked really good though for its time, you know, graphics wise. Then to wrap up, we've got Exit, which is basically your letters pages, and Reserve the magazine there, news agents. And then also we've got next issue out Thursdays. I think it started off every Friday, then it changed to Thursdays. So interview with Bitmap Brothers, a guide for Megalomania, and basically just telling you a bit more about it. And then you just got your adverts and competitions there. So there we have it. That was Games X issue 25. Great magazine, quite hard to get hold of now. They don't come up very often. But yeah, a lot of good memories from that. The only weekly games magazine. Okay, see you soon. Bye.